What the fuck? How did that just drop? Oh my god. Yo, what's going on, cuz? Welcome back to another video. The lighting was just a little bit, yeah, I think that's all good now. Hopefully this is all good and you can hear me all good and the autofocus is all good. So we are going to be doing another video. But before we do it, that's it. Awkward. But what we're going to do is we are going to make some tea. So I know it's been a little while, but what I thought is I'm going to make a video because we're going to have the cousins over. And it's been, we haven't had anyone over to the place in South Melbourne, which is exciting. So we thought, all right, cool. Let's just start bringing in people so that you know, people don't think that we're like avoiding this situation. But before we do, we're gonna make some tea. I like having tea in this particular tumbler. I don't know, it just goes down a lot better than the other cups, in my opinion. So we're gonna put a timer. Alexa, please put a timer for 3 minutes. Normally I never say please, but for you guys, so you think I'm courteous. Alexa, put a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
That's why you never say please. You just tell. So I'm gonna do something very, very traditional to where I come from. And so I thought that I would share this recipe. I don't think a lot of people actually know this, but let me just get the ingredients. Yeah, so I don't think a lot of people actually know a lot about this, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna show some people. It's quite a it's a delicious dish, and I'm gonna do it for my cousin. So a little bit of background. So with my cousins, right? So when when my family lived back in Sri Lanka, they all lived in a house, which was actually really, really nice because it wasn't just one family; it was multiple families, and you know, there was just a lot of love within that house. Cousins got to know each other really, really well. Strong family values, etc., etc. And actually, I'll probably leave that one in there. So yeah, so a lot of family values, etc., etc. And now, as the kids are getting older, I think we all sort of want to now not replicate it, but you know, at least have a bit of, man, you can't see my head, yeah. How am I gonna do this? Just so my head's not cut out. Hopefully that's better for, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so anyway, people that eat together stay together, and that's what the hell that we're doing. So enough of that. So anyway, backstory, all the families used to live together, used to eat together. Cousins are now, we've got cousins that have moved down, blah, blah, blah. And now we want to replicate that. So that's what fundamentally what we are going to be doing. So I'm going to show you this recipe that was actually in my family for quite a number of generations. Hopefully you can all hear me, but yeah, I'm going to show you this recipe. We're going to start off with some carrots. So we're just going to peel the carrots. I'm not going to tell you the name of the recipe until the end of the episode or end of the whatever vlog, and then you know I'm going to show you it. You're going to be pretty, hopefully you try it at home, hopefully you also like it, and hopefully you get a bit of authentic flavors from of Sri Lanka, you know what I'm saying? So to give you a bit of context, we actually haven't had a group at all through the house, and we thought, you know what, I think it's time that we actually get this done, because you know people are not only asking, but like I think the place that we got is mad, and like where we're situated and located is actually cool, and you can sort of take people across to South Melbourne Market. And if you don't, all right, Alexa, stop. I'm gonna have this tea now because I'm thirsty as hell. And so we thought, you know what, let's do it. We're getting into better weather now as well, which is good. And that always makes, especially my soul, feel a little better. We actually just came back from overseas. So my cousin, and that's one of the cousins that's coming here for Sunday, is actually, he actually got married. And so we actually went overseas to go witness it and be a part of it. Yours truly was the MC, like, you know, that's a given, mate. That's like, nah. But like, I was actually very honoured to do it. I did it with another cousin as well from Adelaide, and we absolutely, well, she's actually my niece in a roundabout way, but yeah. So I did that. That was sick. We did that in Malaysia, and he married a Malaysian girl, and I love Malaysia. Like, I think that it is just a vibrant city, good weather, just good vibes all the way around. Perfect, mate, perfect. Yeah, and it was just such a good trip. We actually went overseas to a few places. So we landed in Singapore. Fuck, this camera cutting off my head, but anyway, you'll be right, hopefully. Anyway, so went to Malaysia, did that. That was great. Cutting carrot, 1 carrot, well, 2 carrots to be fair. All right, finely chopped, and I'll show you what finely chopped looks like. Oh shit. Yeah, so went to Malaysia, and then we did Singapore as well. And I haven't been back to Singapore for quite some time, and Singapore is also a vibe, especially if you haven't been to Singapore. Obviously, very clean country, small country, and just again also humid. A lot of aspects very close to Malaysia in that sense. Obviously, a broken part of Malaysia. But it's actually quite nice. Obviously, they've kept it very clean. Lee Kuan Yew, ex-prime minister of the country, obviously brought the country out of nothing to something, and did it exceptionally well, and was considered... he's well respected within the Singaporean community for the good work that he's done, and being able to put Singapore as not only a international hub for a lot of financial institutions, but just really getting the country to a place where they can operate on the global playing field, right? And you know, also considered a significant trading port or trading route through that nation, which is always good if you want to do well within your economy. But very clean, good food, good people, predominantly Chinese in terms of the population, but they have 3 major languages. So Mandarin, Tamil, so another beautiful language, if I might say so myself, and obviously English. They're an English-speaking country all the way through. So, you know, if you're in business and you want to carve it up in Singapore, very good. They also do good for income tax as well. They're low... Oh, someone's calling. Someone's calling. Oh, she called me twice. Thick. Yeah, love it. You're right.
What's it doing now? Where are you?
I'm just doing I'm just doing a vlog actually while you're talking. So let me put you on the speaker. I'm just getting prepared for tomorrow.
Oh, you're doing a vlog about it?
Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
Well, I think I may have cut it wrong, but anyway.
Huh?
I think I might have cut the I didn't do it a Jubilee cut. I did it like some weird fucking cut. But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, girl. See you later.
Alright, love you.
Love you, girl. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry about that, gang. So anyway, as I was saying, not sure what I was saying, but Singapore, great country. We visited that, good weather, good things. low taxes. So only thing is, it is very expensive for accommodation, or living, in terms of like housing, very, very expensive. Cars, very, very expensive. So you do need to pay a lot in terms of that type of stuff. So given the country is very, very small, they can't afford to have too many vehicles on there, but their public transport system's bloody good, you know what I mean? One thing that you may not know, they had Universal Studios over there, which was epic. We did that on our first day. And you know what's crazy? We went, right? When we went to Singapore, or when we did this trip, it was only 2 weeks, two and a bit weeks, or exactly 2 weeks or whatever. Bro, it felt like it was 4 weeks. And I think that because we jam-packed everything in, which was good, it actually felt like a good bloody holiday. I'm cutting these carrots up, and I don't know if I have done it the right way. Yeah, I've cut it the wrong way. But anyway, I'm cutting carrots as we speak right now, and I'll show you. I don't want to show you, but I'll show you, because I'm going to have to show you, but hopefully you can see carrots, but they're pretty chunky for what this needs to be. How do I fuck this up, mate? I fucked it up. Anyway, let's figure this out. So I'm going to cut the other carrot, and I'm going to do it in a Jubilee cut, or Jubilee cut, or whatever the hell you call it. So let's get that going. And so what we want to do is have it sort of thinly diced. I think I probably did that one probably too much, in the sense of like, it was like quite chunky. I probably thought that I was going to be able to make it thin, but you know, we'll figure it out, mate. Figure it out. But you ideally want to have it all the same sort of cut, so that they all cook the same bloody way, right? Yeah, so did Malaysia, we're there for a bit. We did like, when we got to Malaysia, so my mum actually came along. So my mum, my brother, Rapti obviously, and so my mum hasn't been overseas for quite some time, and that is due to just sort of my dad not being so well, and so we thought, you know what, let's make it a trip, mate, for her, because she loves travel, and because she's been looking after my dad, it's been very challenging to be able to get her overseas, and so we were able to do that, which was great. And so we did a whole bunch of stuff. We went to the Batu Caves, which was it's beautiful. So yeah, we did that. That was cool. Just ate a lot of good food. Like, I love teterik. If people know what teterik is, I'll pop that on there. But I absolutely love teterik, which we don't have here. In a sense, we do and we don't. Oh, fuck. Chop these fuckers up. Man, goddamn. I'm gonna just chop these bad boys up. I think I've been a little bit too nice in the sense of like the way that I'm doing it, but fuck it, mate. We're going to make it diced. So we want to make it diced, but thinly diced, so that it goes through what I'm going to be making. Yeah, man, and the food scene over there, like, mate, yeah, I like next level, next level, because like, you know, you've got a fusion of so many different nationalities. You've got Chinese, you've got the Malays, and you've got the Indians that have all settled there, and so that, just in general, that sort of like combination of people creating food and coming together as one, like, you're going to love it, mate. Like, I think in terms of my favourite cuisines, I think definitely, you know, the Southeast Asian cuisines, you know, Sri Lankan, obviously, Indian. I think that they're very complex. Chinese, I think they're very complex in the way that they've done their cuisines. Like, you don't see that across a lot of, you know, the other cultures in a sense. It's not a diss, it's just a fact, mate. It's a fact. And you just have to accept that it's a fact, because like, you look at the Chinese and like creation of dumplings, creation of noodles, as I'm salivating. Like, you know, that's all difficult stuff to be able to do and create, and dumplings, soft buns, and you know, whatever. That's all difficult stuff. And then the same thing with Indian food, right? You've got like dosa, you've got hoppa, you've got naan, you've got what else you got? Naan. What else? Dosa, naan, puri, idli. You know, that's all that's coming to me now. But like, mate, you're not seeing that in the rest of the world. You've got, you know, mate, it's so good that the Brits have got their national dishes of butter chicken. Like, come on, cuz, what's going on there? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I've chopped up the carrot, and I think that's more than enough, man. That's more than enough. And I'll show you photos along the way so you're not missing out. But so I think that was great in Malaysia that we did that. So the second part is we went to celery now. We went to Hong Kong. Now that's the first time I've ever been. Just washing the celery. Now that's actually the first time I've ever been to Hong Kong. And now, actually, that's not the only place that we did, and I'll go into that a little bit more. But we did Hong Kong. Hong Kong, if you don't know, you know, you've got to go. Like, Hong Kong was sick. I've never been there before. Again, very similar to Singapore. Large Western influence in the sense of they were colonized by the West, and I think when I was reading it, it's due to the poppy seeds or something, or I think I could be talking shit there, but anyway. Great place. Again, a large financial hub. Very busy. I call it the you know, it's the New York of well, I should say that it is a you know, it's like an Asian version of New York. Let's put it that way, right? So like, it is bustling city, high density buildings, people everywhere, 24/7 city, just people running around, a lot of tourists, a lot of things happening, which is absolutely sick if you like that type of stuff. So definitely a place that I would recommend to go and see. It was, yeah, just really, really cool to see. Just how they live over there. It's a city. It's very much a city that you would go and chill and whatever. But like, we also did Disneyland there, and we did that for Rapti's birthday, so that was cool. So we got to spend some time over there and do that. So that was actually very, very cool. If you're into gambling, it's got Macau. You know, I didn't do that. I'm not much of a gambler, mate. I'm not much of a gambler. You know, and if you are into gambling, you know, kudos to you. But always, you know, be mindful. Only gamble what you can afford, and if you're doing well, brother, kudos to you, and kudos to whatever you do, right? So, but no, it's just not my jam. So yeah, man, we did that, and we got over there, and we just lived it up. We hadn't been overseas for a while, man, and that could be due to work. Obviously, a few things kicking off here. We did obviously London, which was lovely, and we did Europe and whatever, and that was all good. But it had been a while since we had gone overseas, and it was about time that we had gone overseas, because sometimes you need to go overseas, and it's just good for the brain, mate. Good for the brain, good for the soul, and a much needed exercise for a lot of people, because